0, 7. Give me another answer, another ordered pair that works for that one. Okay. 5, 2. Good, because 5 plus 2 is 7. Good. Give me another one. 3, 4. All right, we could do this all day, right? How many could we come up with? Infinite. Okay, because I could say 1/2 and 6.5. Okay, whatever. We can come up with all kind of decimals. Those all work for the first one. So for equation 2, all right, does 0, 7 work for equation 2? Does it make it true? Well, what's 2 times 0? 0. What's negative 3 times 7? Negative 21. Does that equal negative 11? No. But are there other answers that work for this one? Yes. What we want to find out are any answers that work for both of them at the same time. Okay, 5, 2 works for this one. 5, 2. 2 times 5 is 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. Doesn't equal negative 11. It doesn't work. Okay, so we want to find the solutions, an ordered pair that is a solution of both equations. That's our job. Okay, right now. So we got a system. We got 2 different equations. Can I come up with an ordered pair that works for both? Okay, that's our job. First thing we need to do, this is on your guided notes, okay, is I'm going to give you an ordered pair. You're going to tell me whether it is the solution. Okay. Now, this is the same set we had right here. Okay, this is the same set. We're going to check 2, 5. All right, here's how you do this. On your notes, write down x plus y equals 7 below there, and then next to it, write down 2x minus 3y equals negative 11. Okay, so do that right below that set. Do it beside. Do it just like follow my lead on this one. This is one where I'm gonna help you so you give yourself enough room.
Help me, help you.
Help me, help you. Okay. Now, what we are doing is you are going to substitute those values in for here and test it. So I'm going to take the x out, and I'm going to put in the 2 for it. And I'm going to take the y out, and I'm going to put the 5 in. And here's one thing that when we are checking, we don't know whether it's true. So a lot of times I put a question mark above there because I don't know whether it's true. Okay. So we're testing it. So now you really are going to work on one side. This isn't like an equation where we're solving it. We're just going to simplify the left side and see if it equals the right side. Well, what's 2 plus 5? 7. Does 7 equal 7? Yes. So that makes 2, 5 works. Now, most of you are probably like, well, yeah, I already knew that. Well, that's fine, but we're going to do this for harder ones as well. So it has to work for both of them. So I tested in this other one. So I put in the 2 stays. I take the x out and put in the 2. Minus 3, I take the y out and put in the 5. And I say, does this equal negative 11? Just work on the left side. The negative 11 on the right, we can't change. Okay. What's 2 times 2? 4. Negative 3 times 5 is minus 15. We're seeing if this is true. What's 4 minus 15? Negative 11. Does negative 11 equal negative 11? Yeah. So here's what this means. It means 2, 5 is the solution. Okay, 2, 5 it works for both of them, right? Okay, so 2, 5 is the solution. That's all we need to do. We need to test it. I'm giving you a point saying, hey, does this work? And you need to say, well, maybe, maybe not. I'm going to test it. All right, you got a second one there, right? Part B. We got negative 2, 0. We got these 2 equations. So take the 2 equations, write them down below.
So they have a different one for that. There's a different problem.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
You guys had a different one? Nobody said anything. You guys need to tell me. Does it say you got the same one for B?
Yeah.
All right, did anybody test it for A? Did it work? Or did you just do what I did on the board?
What you did?
What I did on the board?
Let's see.
All right, let me do this one and I'll go back to A, or
It
what
would
you
not.
have. Doesn't work?
It does not work.
Oh, darn it. All right, not sure who changed what. If I changed it or Brent. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. Negative 2, 0. All right, y equals negative 2x minus 4. We're testing it out. Y is 0. Plug that in for y. Negative 2 times x. Well, x is negative 2 minus 4. You got to watch your signs here. Okay? Because now I'm going to work, just that 0 is not going to change. What's negative 2 times negative 2? Positive 4. So that's positive 4. What's 4 minus 4? 0. So does it work for that one? Yep, works for that one. Now we want to test it with the other one. Y equals x plus 4. Plug in 0 for y. Plug in negative 2 for x. All right, what do we get on that right-hand side? Negative 2 plus 4, which is 2. So does 0 equal 2? I don't think so. Doesn't work. I usually put a little check mark where it works, a little X when it doesn't. So this means negative 2, 0 is not a solution. Is not a solution. Why don't you just go ahead and for part A, just change your equations to those, just so since one works and one doesn't, we'll do that. Okay, so just use that. I don't know why it's different. All right, so that's where you test it. Hey, is it a solution? Is it a solution? All right, now we got to find the solution. Okay. Well, all of these equations can be graphed, and their graphs are all going to be straight lines. Okay, a solution of a system is a point of intersection of the graphs. So what we're going to do for this one, this is why you got your protractor, you are going to physically graph it. And we're going to see where they hit. Remember, the graph shows all of the points of intersection. Okay, or excuse me, all of the answers. So the first one here is y equals negative 2x plus 5. We're going to do slope and y-intercept. Remember, we've done this plenty of times. Your slope is the number in front of the x, is negative 2 over 1. Your y-intercept, which is the b value, is 0, 5. That tells us where to start. Since it's a negative slope, it has to be going downhill. All right, now make sure you stick with me. Make sure your graph matches mine, because otherwise you're going to be way off. Question?
Awesome.
All right, start at 0, 5. Now, I can't go up 2 because I'll go off of it. We can estimate it, but let's go down 2, make sure we're correct. If I go down 2, I go over 1, which direction, right or left? To make sure it's a negative slope, make sure it's going downhill. If I go down 2, you got to go to the right 1. Okay, and I got to do that. I'm going to put as many points on there as I can. So those are all answers to that equation. All those points are answers. Go ahead and draw a line through there.
Use your protractor. We need it perfect.
Yep, we need to get it as close to perfect as we can.
You're graphing it?
Now you got the second one you want to graph it. Okay, so that is y equals 4x minus 1. That has a slope of 4 over 1. It is positive slope, so it goes uphill. My b value, or my y-intercept, is 0, negative 1. Okay, where do you start this one at? You started at negative 1 on the y-axis. To get positive slope, positive 4, I go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and I go to the right 1. I'm gonna go up 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though I'm off and put one down there, and I'm gonna go down. Well, we're looking for where they do what? Those two lines cross. Do they cross? Oh. Okay. So draw it where they cross. Okay. Is there somebody knocking?
It's one.
One minute? There he is.
Oh,
You what?
I don't know that.
Where are you coming from?
Kept you able to test.
Oh, for you would have got it in state. Which one were you taking?
Road.
Oh, okay. Did you ace it?
Well done.
Okay. All right, so do they cross? Now, they do. How many points can two lines cross at? Okay. They can only cross at 1 point. Okay, because they're not going to change direction. Your answer to that, your answer to this is the point where they touch. That is the point would be 1, 3. That is your answer. What could you do to make sure? Because if you graphed it wrong, you would get the wrong answer. How can I double check that that's the right answer?
We put it in for negative 2x plus 5.
Yep, you substitute it in. Good, excellent. If I plug in x is 1, I better get back an answer of 3. So negative 2 times 1 is negative 2 plus 5 equals 3. That works. Okay, 4 times 1 is 4 minus 1 is 3. That works. So I know that absolutely that is the correct answer. If you make a mistake graphing, you'll get an answer, but it may not be the right answer. Okay. So now we can graph it. Now, all right, I don't want to graph all these by hand. We're going to graph some of them by hand, but I don't want to graph all of them. There is a calculator that is on the state test that we're going to use called the Desmos calculator. It graphs them for you. That's why we got your computers out. Now I got to see. I don't know if we can get to it.
You should be able to type in Desmos and it comes brings it out.
Well, I got it on there. I don't know if it's on the. I know you can do it when you're doing the homework and the big ideas, but I don't know if you can do it otherwise. Let me just show you. Don't do anything yet. Don't do anything yet. Go to other than go to Algebra 1. I'm going to see something here. Because if you go underneath, it'll say Desmos Graphing Calculator. That'll take you straight there. Don't hit it yet. I want to see something under the math book first. Okay. So at least scroll up to where you see. Does everybody have that? Can you see it at least? Do you see it? Okay. All right. Let me do something first. I want to see something. And Diana, you're going to be my guinea pig. Go to the Big Ideas math book.
Does it plug up? Just plug it in.
Because my Big Ideas math book will not look exactly the same as yours. Let me see what yours looks like. Okay, I want to see what I want to look and see under math tools and see what happens here. Okay, see where it says Desmos Graphing Calculator? Okay, good. We can get it that way. All right. We can get it through there or through your math book. Go to your math book. Go under, did you get to math tools? Desmos. All right, go to Desmos Graphing Calculator. Okay, you will see.
Was that on the Big Ideas?
Yep, it's under Big Ideas as well. So we can get it there 2 ways. I kind of want you to do it under the Big Ideas book just because that's what we're going to test under. So go to the Big Ideas book. Go to Math Tools. All right, she's got it. Maya's got it. Ellie, you got it? Okay. Got it? Waiting. All right, go to where it says Desmos Graphing Calculator. Click on that. Yep. Go to where it says Desmos Graphing Calculator right there, and you're clicking on that. And then this should come up. This should come up. All right. You got both got it? Got it? You guys got it? Jen? No. Let's go to where it says Math Tools. Yep. Desmos. Got it? Perfect. Perfect. You dead? All right. You both got it? Both got it? All right, good. Hey, I got everybody over here has it. All right, so now, what's the next problem on our sheet say? Let's see here. We want to do y equals x minus 2 and y equals negative x plus 4. We want to do those. So here's what we can do using the calculator. Let me grab a guided notes so that'll help me. So go to your calculator. Under number 1, okay, click that. You'll get a menu come up. We're going to type in the equation. Just type in y equals is right here. And then we got x. Now it's going to start putting a line up there. But you want to finish your equation. We want x minus 2. So once you got that, there's the graph. It has a y-intercept of negative 2. Now you got to watch how it is scale, but it goes up 1 over 1. So there's your line. So go to the next one. Go to where it says 2. Click on that. Type in the second equation. Type in the second equation. What is it? Y equals negative x. Now, let's see. Negative, I think we can use a minus sign. Sometimes you can't. We'll see what happens. Nope, that's good. Plus 4. All right, do they cross? That's your answer. Now, let's see. Go to there. Click on it.
Yeah, go to the point with the intercept and click on it.
Does it pop up the coordinates? All right. So right underneath there for A, our answer is 3, 1.
Guys, this decimal calculator really helped out on the state test.
Okay. Plug in 3 for both equations, you get back 1. So that's A. So that's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. All right, let's do B. Now here, you can either like X out the equation to start new. All right, let's see here. 1. All right, you also have to know how to type in things. So y equals 1/2 x. All right, I think you just type in 1/2. Yeah.
You use the what is it? Yeah, the backslash.
All right, did you use the backslash key?
Yeah.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Okay, he used the backslash key. So let me see something. I'm going to show you another way too. Y equals 1 backslash. Oh, awesome. All right, learned something today. Okay, 1/2, that'll work. Anybody else? How to do this? What does 1/2 mean? It means 1 divided by 2. So what happens if I do 1 divided by 2? It does the same thing. So you got different options. You can do the backslash key or you can do the division key.
What's backslash?
All right, backslash, it's on your keyboard. Where is it? Question mark right next to the shift.
Oh.
Okay, so you can use that. So hey, be familiar with that. Know where that backslash key is. Try it. Make sure you can do that as well. So I got y equals 1/2. Now to get, let's see here. I need to. All right, I just clicked over there, so I'm out of the denominator. You got to make sure when you type in x, the x is not with the 2 in the bottom. Okay, make sure it's not with the 2. Plus 3. So there's that graph. Boom, pops up there for you. So I go to 2, and then I got y equals negative 3 divided by 2, negative 3/2. Okay, and then I put in an x minus 5. Oops, I didn't hit equals. So it doesn't know what to do. So now I put in equals. Do they hit? Yep. They hit at the point negative 4, 1. So right here, that is my answer. Negative 4, 1 works. All right, what do you think we have to do for C? What do you think we have to do? Mason?
Well, solve for what?
Solve for y. You know what? That's awesome you can do it, but this Desmos is super cool. You don't even need to solve for y.
That's nice.
Okay? So that's what is really nice about it. Now, we always teach you to solve for y so that you can get the slope and y-intercept, but if we're using Desmos, okay, you can just go right here and you can just type in 2x plus y, where's my y, equals -6. And there's the line. It'll come up there. So you don't even need to get y by itself. Now, I'd love for you to be able to do that, and there are times where we have to do that. Okay, but if we're using Desmos, don't. Okay, so go to y2, or the second equation, and I'm going to type in 3x minus 0.5y equals -7. All right, do those hit? Yep, it hits it. All right, it doesn't always have to hit at a whole number. And actually, if it hits at a bad number, you might have to round it off. But right now, it's -2.5, -1. So that would be our answer here. So -2.5. What was it? -1? -1. And I could plug those in and test them to see if they worked. I could plug those in and test them to see if they work. All right, that's essentially it. Okay. Now you do have to graph by hand, but you're going to use your Desmos. I want you to use this, so keep your computers open. Your homework is a worksheet. Now there are two sides to this.
Here you go. I got it.
Oh, you have one? Okay. All right. If it has the grid with it, you have to graph it by hand. Okay. You can use Desmos to check it, but if it has the grid, you have to graph it by hand. The others, you can just type into your calculator in the Desmos, write